Hello, guys. How are you? Happy Monday. Today we are going to talk instead of weekly. Today is something fresh and funny. Let's do the funny stories. First of all, a celebrity reading of Real for a golden medal of most disastrous scandals in faking. We give this golden medal of faking couple, celebrity couple of Boldwins. So we are going to talk from what's really deep inside, behind the door. Alex Baldwin think of Hilaria faking, and as well what Hilaria really thinks about her own BS and exposure, as well what Hilaria thinks of Alec trial deep behind the door, not the public thing. As well, we are going to talk about the future of this couple. So we have three different angles. As well, if you want to pre-order your type of readings like this, what he thinks of you, what will be the future of us, like a love situationship with the minimum of 5 tarot spread instead of 150 is just 25. Of course, later on, we are going to have a second live stream as well about another couple. Is it real or fake? Selena and Chris Evans, long term friendship. Is it really turning to a wedding? What was really behind the scene? So, we have today two real or fake, but this time real or fake celebrities. So, again, you can hit the like, you can subscribe if you want to join that giveaway. At the end, you have to be subscriber as well. During any of the live stream, you can pre-order your reading and wait for our next live stream by subscribing and putting alarm bell in your notification so you can see when I'm next time in the system. Usually East Coast New York time, it's around this time. New York lunch break or 1 hour later as well, after first the end of the first working shift, New York time, again after 5 or 6 p.m. The second live stream, the French time when we talk, or Spanish, rather Spanish, because they will laugh in Hilaria style. So pardon me. The French or Spanish time, we are going to do the stream about comparing with the New York time, East Coast time. We are going to do the Spanish French time. It's after 6, 7 p.m. or around midnight. Welcome to join because daily we have a giveaways. So as well, always a free card or free pendle monster for my YouTube subscribers. Kisses. So let's see now. We return to a story about Hilaria Boldwin. Having a bunch of children today, I'm very loose. I'm not going to read even biography because she pulled up for Wikipedia some fake informations about her origin, that she was born in Spain, but she was born in Boston, as well that she is Spanish, but her both family roots are totally the grandparents, the family tree, all of mother and father side, the eminent people retired, although literally, I do believe retired even before she married 2011, and they moved to Spain just for the sake of cheap holiday housing in Spain. So simple. If you don't know from US, I'm going to tell you, yes, I have lived in Spain as well. I'm from Europe. But this time I'm not from US, but I'm from Europe. I can tell. The cheapest destination to buy the summer house is Spain or Portugal. That's it. It's so simple. If you want to buy the cheapest house by the sea in Europe, you go to Spain and Portugal. Nothing hilarious. So I do not understand why the family of Hilaria, original family of her parents, literally there was something around the from a family lineage of her father and grandfather. They were in love in Latino and Spanish culture. So the grandfather of her would go from Massachusetts to spend some time in spicy the life with Argentina. And then imagine her father then is almost retired. He found out holidaying or probably going with his wife with the medical worker on her conference. Doctors usually they have a conference all over the world, and specifically in Europe, and probably it was very exotic destination to go from US and visit the Europe. Like, yes, sure, because they returned and they bought the house and they retired there. So this happening everything after Hillary turned later to be Baldwin after a few years married a Baldwin guy, Alec Baldwin, the actor, I do believe ex-husband of Kim Basinger, right? Is it correct? What a beautiful wifey. So natural, real feminine, and then this crazy, we shouldn't use this word, but really like it's confirming with all this faking. And when she was exposed in front of Spanish TV, in front of US, she never could apologize or make at least some logical explanation for her story that she was telling to everybody. So today we go behind. Okay, this is a momentum where she was exposed, and her. It's very funny because exposing Hillary, what Hilaria? It's so funny because when I think her name is Hilaria, it starts to be I never heard in Spain. I love Spanish culture and I love Spanish movies. And I must say, I never heard of name Hilaria because they don't pronounce H. So Hilaria, I never heard of that name. And as well, it's just that Hillary, the United States born in Boston, cannot fake it even with added I in her name. And I don't understand if they start to literally chase her over the media from 2014, probably after 1 or 2 years on the start of her marriage, when she becomes celebrity thanks to being a wife of celebrity Hollywood actor Baldwin, and they start to chase her around all this statements, exposure, Spanish team on weddings, Spanish team in her wedding dress and veil, and everything that she was even trying to post the things, tweets or whatever she was posting the things in media, even to use the Spanish language. So again, what's about revisiting everything? Revisiting, look at the approach, revisiting the lies, revisiting the lies as well that it was by the family lineage. Like I see that look at that her family by roots, her parents and grandparents, they were faking and look at they were never balanced. This is a lack of balance. It's like addiction with this Mauthausen syndrome. It's a syndrome of lies and giving to everybody the colorful stories of life for seeking attention. These people are family by family lineage. They are not balanced. And now, when this cycle is over, she's exposed, and as well, whatever she was postponing to say, yes, look at. Um, she's now pretending she doesn't want to even answer to a public whatever they address to her. Why she was faking? Look at even Wikipedia erased her fake CV that she was raised here and here, born there and there, and they turn it to a right. She was born right uh, in Boston, United States. So yes, look at as well. She doesn't want to have her own personal rebirth, maturity, and this is like a mental state with this all addiction with lies. And I must say that switching of the culture it's so great, but I mean still you cannot say that you're Spanish when you're American and just because you have a summer house everywhere. I must say, like in my family, like so many siblings, they live in different places, but they live and they still don't call themselves by just working in this country and having a new passport, they call it, by what is their original blood and family. Yes. So it seems like it's a lack. This is not curable. Like I said, it's a missed opportunity, and she's rejecting the truth even when she was exposed. She doesn't want to have obligation. She's still immature, and even if she's judged, look at, even if she's judged from a community, and look at, of public speaking. She seems now being a victim, and she's pretending that she's a victim of the public. And now at the moment she's hiding like, oh, I'm a mother of how many bunch of teddy bears with Alec Baldwin. Sorry that I call it like this because they're so cute children, right? All children are cute. I work voluntarily with children. I'm a parent as well, but I don't want in front of the court case when her husband Alec Baldwin go there to keep repeating statement that she's repeating literally these days, like I'm a mother, and I'm a mother of, what did she say, 6 or 7 children, and you're bothering me because just she's running away from reality check and answering and being serious. Look at running away from being serious because being exposed in front of public, it's not being here sacrificed. It's about getting the serious answer and statement, being respectable to our public. And everybody knows that this lady will never change. And as well, there is a clarity that her husband is all the time supporting her. If this story about BS and lies started like a first year of her marriage, this guy is really in love with her. It's like whatever the online, there was exposure of them, um, the way they done marriage, that he was all the time pretending she was Spanish, and as well he was publicly talking as well that she's using Spanish excuse she's having a Spanish accent as excuse to reserve the table or wellness or hairdresser, and then they're better when she's pretending she's tourist in the city. I must say this sometimes really work all over the world because the some people are so empty, and there are, or when you call them to book something, they are more hardworking, making a bigger effort if you're a foreigner tourist. Are they afraid of reviews of the tourists, or they think they are going to have a bigger tip? Probably material side it is behind, and she's trying to be clever because like her parents were well traveled, so she's just taking some tips from her father. Or it seems like from the father side and the grandfather of the father side, this kind of that Latino vibes just in a fantasy is a karmic cycle with all the Latino culture. Why am I repeating Latino? Because Spain is Spain, but Latino culture because the grand grandfather he first visited Argentina. Probably this was in a wave. First of all, probably around after the start of the last century, 20th century, it was very popular going to Argentina. Even people from Europe they would go there because there was no work after the First World War as well. Many people they move in from South Europe, from Royal Yugoslavia, and as well from Greece. That's what I know because my origin is from this part of South Europe, and as well. Was he just going there, researching, going back to Massachusetts? Seems so, but somehow deep inside of his heart is stayed that love for these countries that are definitely out of North America, specifically where the roots are Spanish dominant ex colonies. That's what I must say. Um, Again, is it obvious that it's cheaper life when they travel to Argentina from US and when they travel to Spain, the cheapest destination in Europe? Yes, of course, that's another thing. But This is not a story about, this is just a little bit of gossip analyzing with the tarot. Guys, I'm going to analyze now perspective from Alec Baldwin, what he thinks when his wife is exposed from the start till now. And as well, we are going to check what the Hilaria thinks of Alec being exposed as well in this trial about shooting during the making the movie. So again, my theory that this, my prediction, this is a fake couple, and as well, there is something that need to be sacrificed, as they are egocentric vanity people. They don't want to have obligation. They will never say that it's their fault, it's my wife's fault, it's my husband's fault. They are going to say, oh, we are the victims of media, we are the victims of community, nobody likes us, they are envious of us. And it's like a missed opportunity because they are rejected from our friends, and they will always hit on we're the victim of them. It's not our fault because that's what is the card. I don't have obligation. I keep playing my games, but as well I'm rejected from them. Yes, it's my choice to be rejected. I don't care what they think of me, but as well it's their fault. It's community, and they're sacrificing theirs. What is the sharing thing? What is the connection between Alex and Hilaria? Because they both have that vanity thing, a little bit not personality, as well as split up personality. On one side they look very cold, on the other side they look like, wow. In intimacy, don't want to name it, but something opposite from that stuck, stiffened personality outdoor. And does it help making more babies? That's the result, final result of their split personality. That outdoor they're trying to control the narrative, but back in the bedroom they're not controlling anything. They're the wild couple back in the bedroom. Um, Definitely, guys. Somehow, when I see the cards, even if he is so loving, Alex Baldwin is always here showing, like, wow, I'm giving her a second chance. Even if she's really lost case, that's her style. I married the girl that loves Spanish culture, and if she's going to pretend all life to be Latina, she's my Latina. I can continue faking her own dream. And being exposed online in community, he knows that his wife will never change. He knows that his wife is postponing the maturity. It's like a little girl that is like, let's say, lost the parents, and then she's still pretending like, wow, my parents are just in front of the other children in her community. My parents are on a travel, they're going to return to me, or my parents are in Spain, I'm going to visit them. We have a lovely house in Spain, but in reality her story is totally different. Just example, in this case there is just one summer house of retired grandparents now, and that's not narrative to call anybody, even the owner of the house, that's probably her father or mother, but the father was keen to buy the house there. And it seems like they have left the community. Again, why her father left the community, it's another thing. Was as well her father the gamer, the lying person in community? Yes, it's around, the story starts around her father as well. That personality, like he's so uh, he got that character after her father as well, being so much in love with her father, she found a new father in a marriage with Alec Baldwin. uh Seems like as well, because this is opening how Alex Baldwin reacting on Hillary Baldwin faking with Spanish culture. And He's always forgiving, but as well he always say, wow, whatever returns, it's like in genetic, it's running in the family, and it's on your father's side, like thanks to your father is so much crazy about obsessive with the Spanish culture, and the grandfather with this Latino country, South American, and that's running in the family. I cannot deal with this. It's just in the family, and I just accept it. That's how Alec Baldwin is looking with the card of unconditional love. He's reconciling, like he doesn't care what his opinion of the community of the media, even if they have point, because this is a card like, wow, I have a point, I know the high priests of community of the media, everybody in the media, they are talking the truth, they are facts. And uh, does he think he somehow sometimes he had idea to divorce her? Don't think that he's so unconditional love like he's a Jesus Christ, not that side, but he had a dilemma to divorce her at one point, but on other side, it's as well seems like he was uh, for him. It's so clear because now, as adult, very adult, old grandpapa, having a young family for a second time in his life, is it the second time his marriage? Uh, Definitely, he knows that with this possible divorce, he would lose the money. It's about Pentacle, and um, for him, his dilemma was, wow, should I divorce it? But better because to save the money to stay. And my clarity is better I avoid the truth. Yes, she's not telling the truth. This would be a truth. Yes, better avoid. But I know it. Like there is so much proof that she's lying, a Mauthausen syndrome, here it is. But as well, I think that Alex was explained from her that this just for the work, for the business. It's better for the business for me to be Spanish wedding team and to pretend that I was born in Spain and to pretend as well being asked on a after wedding who were the people on the wedding that I have 40 cousins from Spain, my Spanish family, like totally crazy. And again, even being asked about them, keep still lying, like um, and just staying with the head family, um, reconciling, revisiting the idea that she will never be back in balance. He just accepted her as this is her weak point. What we have here, understanding that Alex thinks it's her mental state. She need that flirtiness with exotic American girl that need to flirt with that exotic European charming thing, and that's that's her narrative. It's he's aware it's not a normal thing. Don't think that he's Mr. Charming and he's just mesmerized with her. No, he's very realistic, grounded, I must say. But on the other side, he just embraced her. It was as well too late, like they married. When the thing started to go on the surface, it was too late, and he understood that this is her weak point, but the same like a mental state that he doesn't want to tell anybody because she's representing in his eyes, yes, it's my wife, but she has a mental problem because she's so obsessive. It's her problem, and I have to accept that she's all the time lying. Look at reverse truth, and that's her mental problem. That's what is her his approach as well. uh, should I support her? Whatever is a clarity and knowledge approved from a community online, I just have to stop because I had to support her and the peace in the family. That's my priority. So I better support even when she's lying. I have to postpone as well. I do see that sometimes he's trying to control the narrative to check if she's trying to put something probably when while she's texting trying to type in front of him he would ask her not to do it. He tried a few times to tell her do not post the things because people think you're lying. Better stop communication through the media. But this woman cannot stop making a scandal, and she continues public with the real paparazzo, or as well through the media. I think that he was when she started to do things over the internet with this fake bad Spanish, like Spanish English thing, American or Spanish. I would call it that at that period when they start to put the points of why she's writing on Spanish when she's American, pure American. Uh, Her parents are just retired in Spain from when she was adult and left the house at the age of 27. Like they moved to Spain. Like she doesn't have nothing to do except maybe staying 1 week, few weeks over the summer in Spain, as obviously she was not working and doing anything. Another thing that I'm going to analyze, 1 second, as well. Missed opportunity, it's her weak point. Does Alec Baldwin think now that faking of her of his wife Hillary is going against him on a court case? Yes, it's literally going to. He's now going because he's egocentric like she is, and he's going to accuse her that the work is finished thanks to her, not thanks to him shooting the others as well, because he is the one that is as well egocentric and rejecting the reality as well. People are going to cancel him from a contract. Like he's done with Hollywood. This guy definitely as well. He feels like betrayal of surrounding, and as well this judgment of surrounding. It's so obvious, like they were doing this sacrificing uh, Hillary, his wife, in media. He feels sacrificed now in his working surrounding. Uh, Again, he's done with work, and as well he's retired, and the retired guy who shouldn't hold the gun. And then I mean, it didn't happen to other that they were 20 years older than him and being in the movies, but this guy was really, this is a part of both of them being nuts, and then they're literally hitting through the wall. And is there something worse more to expect from Hilaria? Wow, she's not done. She has to do something scandalous, really, that will really go to the criminal level. Like Alex Baldwin, the egocentric, I must repeat, it's not about celebrity. It's about as well that whoever is egocentric, simple person, not an actor, not a richy person, anybody who is egocentric has to really cross all the life. They're crossing egocentric people, crossing and manipulative, crossing the lines, the borders of other people's lives. But at some point they have really to the universe putting them in the corner because they cannot cross through that wall, right, hitting through the wall, right. And that's when they're pushed into the corner. They are done with doing these things anymore in life. Is it easy for them the future? We're going to check how is the future of these manipulative people because they feel a failure, rejected from surrounding. Being both egocentric, they this rejection of the contract, the rejection even of the family, friends, because as well I remember it was a friend's card. Literally, It will return to losing the money, right? The work will stop. Again, what Alex think of Hillary being an expert in wellness? Oh my God, like guys, come on. She finished one yoga course. She was lazy to finish the doctor degree like her parents, her mother, and she just finished. This girl is not even educated. She finished just a course in yoga and promoting yoga. It doesn't call being a wellness expert. Like I used to do a wellness. I have a wellness website 15 years as well. I'm an expert in wellness reviews at the same time last 15 years in my life, but as well like I have a PhD degree. I have a diplomas in Ayurveda medicine. I have PhD degrees. I have a master degrees in different things, and it took me so many learning and studies, so many as well small courses. But this girl that is probably just having a level of a nurse, being called a wellness expert, like hello, in one of the TV, maybe Spanish TV, when she was called there just being a wifey of Boldwin, of celebrity, wifey of celebrity, calling expert. Like, give me a break. You're an expert of 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 being marrying and having sex with celebrity grandpapa. That's what you are expert. That's the thing here. So let's see what he thinks of her being expert, of her education. First, for him, she's a mama. He's bringing him the happiness and the children. That's the ultimate truth. Uh, as well, he feels that they're matched for each other. It's very funny. He thinks like there is a theory of twin flame. She bring me a happiness. She bring me children as well. Oh, we are matched. We are perfect match. They are both egocentric. They're both about vanity things. And even if they have a huge age difference, seems like unrequited love. It's working because this is like a really past life connection. Uh, Perfect mother, perfect friend, lover. That's what it is here. As well, I don't see that he thinks she's a businesswoman. So, what Alex really secretly think of as skills, working skills of Hillary? Wow, he has a dilemma. Like she has a few things, but like nothing hilarious here because he doesn't think she's successful. Yes, it's just that she has a hobbies. This is something that she like to work, small hobbies, parallel things, and as well that she was always undecided what she's going to work in her life, and somehow like she cannot as well keep up. She has so many hobbies that she cannot keep up with one steady idea. She's easy leaving the things. She's not focused on working one thing. So only thing that she's focused being a mom. I mean, do you call this a job? It's a regular thing being a parent when you want to be a parent, even the single mothers. I can give a medal only to a single mothers because they're really hardworking to provide for our children and themselves as well to be two parents at the same time to their children as they are single mom. So definitely she thinks he thinks Alex thinks that she's easy leaving things, walking away. Look at the cards from she's like whatever she started to do, she's not focused. So the only thing she's good in, I must say, in bed and making babies. Does Alex Baldwin think she's a great housewife? She's working on this. Not hilarious, but like she's trying to, and trying just to represent in front of public, in front of media. That does Alex thinks that Hilaria is a desperate housewife and nothing more? Yes, actions is here, egocentric, selfish. Yes, and hitting on him as controlling person and as well dominant emperor, the card of successful guy who's in control of his life, and she's hitting on him like he thinks this was her relationship with benefits when they met. But when she built up all this family and children, like he proved like, wow, like for him this was a proof like she's really in love with me. Like yes, you she's in love with the grandpapa 60 years old. As well, will there be in the future blockages? He's scared. I see that he's scared that she's because she's hot, that she's why he's going to jail, that she's going to betray him. That's what he thinks. That she's going to leave him while he is in prison because definitely he has to serve something in the prison. That's what it seems. Again, everything that was fake is going to manifest as fake. Somehow, that's what his final dark thoughts. Let me see her approach. I'm going to do with the different tarot deck. What Hillary is Hillary really involved in Alex in the moment when she met him? Was she Hillary in love with Alex first moment? Wow, first of all, her synonym proof of love was getting married. During the marriage, she rebuilt that loving him, but it was crucial to marry like friends with benefits marriage. This is for a comfortable life. I got the trophy. He got me young. I got the richy husband. Uh, as well, she understood from a moment, from a start, that this is unusual, unrequired love, and the people that she's brave to do this. Uh, uh, Again, will she divorce Alex Baldwin? Because she's selfish, sure he will. There is a friend around her, and seems like there is a phase. This what happened right between them. It will come a moment where he will be really like in jail, somehow separated from daily life. I mean, it can be even home jail, guys. It can be a home jail. And again, just being on one place, this will be a disaster. Even if they stay in home and he's in this home jail, just remember Brian Walsh uh, was staying at home with that bracelet on the leg uh, because he was as well supposed to be in prison. So he took that home prison and he paid a lot for that. But that's the privilege of the richy people. But again, the wife that goes outside of house, have a flirtiness, enjoying the fun. She's free to do things now without him. That's what he's afraid that it will manifest her fake thing and that she will be flirting with other and he thinks definitely he's going if he finds that this is the truth, he's going to divorce. That's what I feel. Will Alice Baldwin go to jail? There is kind of him being apologetic here, but the judge and the court not trusting him because he from the start he make a statement like he is not guilty, but there is a proof that he's guilty. So people in the court will not trust him. Uh, And by that thing never being guilty me but others, but I should somebody, the court is not trusting him. So will he stay in a home jail? Wow. It seems like there was still there was negotiation um, about the home jail, but he rejected because the guy is again nuts. He said that he's not guilty. Like he was arrogant that he was offered but rejected, and now is the end. Because as well there was his manipulation, like I'm not guilty, but they found that he's guilty. The truth is here, I suppose that not just Hillary is lying, that as well Alec Baldwin is lying, and this online community expose and him, and this wifey is not helping. It's literally getting worse, and it seems at the moment they are the worst couple in Hollywood, because they're the synonym of both being egocentric and both being a professional liar, and Alec and Hillary. And the community want to sacrifice somebody. That's what I see. There will be a judgment. There will be a need of let's sacrifice, let's give him a real punishment, because even if he's rich and now walking free, otherwise if somebody done this that is a poor person, he would be from a start in jail, but this guy is walking free instead to be in jail, right? And they need to return him where he belongs. That's what is opinion of this community. And yes, it will finish by sacrificing him what they didn't do on the start. And he cannot change. Look at it, will be codependence. Like I said, I think he's going with the bracelet. That will be solution to pay off a lot to stay at home with the bracelet, because I see him paying the money, giving the money for him to stay trapped in the house. That's, and you are going to see, I'm going to make a TikTok and YouTube short version position of the cards so you can see how amazing the cards in order. I'm free, but I'm punished by this codependence with the bracelet, because I just paid and I lost a lot of money for that thing. That's the court decision, fine. So that thing has to be execution of kind, but by losing a lot of money, that's for sure. As well, because he was not remorseful, feeling guilty in front of the court in public, giving the fake information statement on the start that he's not the guilty, that the other person is guilty. Like that's amoral, because he wants, literally he kills somebody, but he wants that other person, I think it was a girl that was in charge of the weapon, that her thing is that she's doing this thing before he starts to do the scene, but responsibility for him while he's doing the scene is his personal responsibility. And the story doesn't go about another person, but what he was trying to be manipulative, that to lie, that's it's not me, look at, that's not me, that was somebody else. uh, this is a crucial, together with the lies of his wife. So probably this marriage is falling apart, while first of all they start to hit its community judging my wife. Now they're judging me as well, but then because I'm on the court, I'm impressed and angry as well. Everything that my wife is doing, it's not going to help me, and whatever he done in the past time as well, they're punishing me because of my wife. And there is a startup first step towards divorce when they start to accuse each other, because they're both selfish. And that's why this marriage is falling apart, because both are egocentric. That's what I see. It cannot last because they're both egocentric and both living in illusion, and now it's a breaking illusion moment. and the cash is gone because he has to pay a lot uh, to make it more comfortable that penalty to the try Alec Baldwin. Again, can Hilaria? A great question is, guys, don't forget to hit the like and share with your community. A great approach is from other side. We are now checking Hilaria Baldwin. So this was Alec Baldwin as well a future of this couple, and I'm going to put it together. Wait, the time frame. And the great question about Hilaria, because we were mixing in all these answers as well, her responsibilities, and on the start did all her lies. But the great prediction about Hilary, not Hilaria, I'm not going to use that word. Um, if we want to talk Spanish, it should be Hilaria without H, is never pronounced. So, uh, the great question, and thank you for sending that one connected to this crazy couple, is will she be ever punished for her abuse of a Spanish culture because she abused it a lot? All her marriage and probably the startup when they were flirting and dating because they married what I understood in a short like a short notice. It's not important, but like it was that like wow, exotic, it's American with European roots, and we can have a wedding in Spain because it's boring to have just a wedding in anywhere in US. It's it's totally I'm guessing because when I was living in America, in South America as well, whenever they ask me because I'm a European, they used to say, "Oh, we love to visit Europe." But these were the jet set people. This was some even the wedding once on a wedding of some aristocratic people in Argentina. I remember that there were, first of all, I was looking different in my style of dressing, really like vintage, like from the movies, and they could understand that I'm not from there as well. Definitely, I didn't have nothing plastic surgery or something that really is, it's North or South American, really. And they could understand that I'm expatriate or stranger there. And I mean, I'm stranger everywhere. I look literally different, eccentric when I dress. And like I'm a traveling through time when I'm dressing different things. And that's a part of my parallel job, hobby, being a costumograph, cost, doing the costumes as well for the alternative filters. But my life is what per day. I think when I'm going out, how I'm going to dress, not what is occasion. It's what is my mood of a day. That's the thing. But definitely, I would never do that mistake to say that I'm even if I'm dressing today like maybe Argentinian in tango dress, I wouldn't say wow. Um, I would mention maybe if somebody asked me, "Do you know the dance?" Okay, I have some few classes of tango, but I was bored to do it more. It's always the same rhythm and same music. As well, I have been 1 month in Argentina, but I would never call myself because I'm just in love in tango. I would, and I'm having a tango dress. I would never call myself like I'm Argentinian by the roots, like because it's a total lie. In my case, the lies are bad thing. And in this couple marriage, that's what it is. They don't think it's wrong to do the lies. Not even Alec Baldwin in the past with whatever he was doing and hurting and being violent with his first wife, with Kim Basinger. And not even this, the trickster that married about age of 40, like was she 37 or something when she married, how old she was. And when her parents they moved, she was 27, 30, and she said that she had a childhood. Like, sorry, the youth is finished when you finish university. She didn't make a university, but she know the thing. The youth is till the age, I'm guessing in US, in America, till the age of 21, right? When you get ID. And how she think that she had a childhood after the age of 27 when her parents moved to just have a summer house as a retired couple in Spain after the age of 27 of her, of Hillary. And 2, 3 years after, she married Boldwin, and they come one after another, the children. I don't go there to that team. I'm just saying that this is going to fall with this decision of the court. Because whatever was fake, look at it's manifesting disaster. Whatever is faking is manifesting the falling of the tower of the fake marriage. That's what it is. It's not about prejudges. It's not about the penalty of community towards Alec Baldwin. It's not about him finishing the job. No, no, no. This is about the fake relationship where when money is gone and Alec Baldwin is now stopping to work and it's not anymore a comfortable lifestyle like before. This woman is gone. And not to tell the class, of course, he's over age. He's a grandpapa. When I don't think he can remember the names of all his 6 or 7 children, like, and the housemaids, and I mean, all the group of the people living under that rooftop of Alec Baldwin. Do you think he can remember all of them? I don't think. He look a little bit lost and senile, and probably that's why he make a mistake at the job. So I'm going to ask one thing more. Is Alex Baldwin having a signs of dementia? On if there is immaturity here, just is Alex Baldwin having a sign of dementia? That will be his strategy. Wow, that will be his strategy on the court. But is well like he's suppressing. There is a first sign that he's losing things. Guys, I have noticed when I was at the age of 35 and I used to date, like, always I have a two fiancés that they were 15 years older than me. At that age, 45 and then being 50, I could notice the difference. Like they could sometimes feeling lost in small things, forgetting things like when we are together somewhere, like ID, forgetting always had to return home, or for I don't know the license for driving. There was something always missing as well. Two of my friends or fiancés, they didn't hear sometimes well, so they were nervous when they hear wrongly something, and they get they literally return me with the answer with nonsense that has nothing to do what did I ask. And they never, when I always directly said that they should go and check and buy that small thing for the year. It's even the copy from China shop in pharmacy. It will work, the cheapest one, not the expensive one. It was always about ego. They didn't want to fix things. Female friends or male friends, they don't want to fix the ear, but it's the ridiculous because they don't fixing it. They could fix and just put a part of the hair here and nobody to see it, and they could continue communicating instead of being really publicly showing their first sign of dementia with not hearing, but wanted to keep up talking nonsense. Yes, that's dementia. It's not just losing the hair, it's the way they want to continue, but they don't understand you, but they continue doing their things. It's a pretty mess. Yes, that's the first step of dementia. And what I see here, he is going to use it on the court as a strategy, but as well in the past time, because it was on the bottom the card of Four of Pentacle, he was hiding. There was already a sign for this. And what he's faking, the people will look at the community will understand it's faking. Yes. And they don't give him a second chance. That's what I see. Look at he's asking for a second chance. Yes, he will have some result from a doctor. This is like a recipe, but a confirmation from a doctor for a court. But that chance, it's like a lost chance with the support of doctor even. But on other side, just for the public speech, like for him representing on a court case, he's done because they all think that Hillary and as well on the court case that Alex is lying. So that won't work, like I said. As well, he will be accused, guys, and publish a lot with the money about the thing that they will have a story about him killing and another what will be the motive is was pre-planned or not. Even if it's not pre-planned, it's still there is like that step. What is the name in the sorry guys, I'm not in a law, so I don't know how you name this, a second degree or a first degree, premeditated or not premeditated, but uh, then hiding the truth, that feeling sorry and finding the truth that he really pulled up the trigger, like he cannot touch that somebody across him or behind in a teamwork, like literally he's accusing the innocent people around him. That's really not nice. That's where the story goes, that the judge will think like, wow, we have to cancel this. This is becoming trolling because like, wow, let's find the killer or somebody else because don't want to spend a penalty. You don't want to spend a time in the jail. So this is so trolling because literally he would prefer somebody of his crew, by the way, that he owes them a lot of money, that he was not paying them. Remember that funny cowboy movie that never worked out because as well there was a protest of his crew because he was a producer and plus an actor in the movie. What was the name of the movie? You can write me again. I really forgot. And it's not working this time. Sorry, Alex and Hillary. American faking is not working. Only in Hollywood, yes, during the set, but outside, in front of the court, the justice will be served. Why? Because the slides are not passing this time. Just because you're selfish and manipulative. You're done and rejected, and somebody is in penalty. Look in the prison, my prison card. Yes. I'm going to try to pull it now. A mix of short versions. Let me just second. Let me start short version. This is the most. Wait, Frida. Okay. So many lies of Alec Baldwin, selfish, egocentric lies of Alec and even Hillary, his wife. This time it's over, the faking is over. He's going to be in jail, punished at least with the bracelet. Yes, definitely, uh, because first of all, the court don't like that he took an action, but he's blaming the rest, the people around them, and they this time the court doesn't give him a chance. It's what he's going to play on a role of dementia. He doesn't remember, but from having a report from a doctor, but again, fake thing. That's what the court will think, and that's why he's going to be punished. It's over with the lies. of this person and his wife. And she's going to leave him after him being punished. It's interesting because the money is gone. He's going to pay a big money to court. So many lies of our Boldwin, selfish, egocentric lies of Alex and even Hillary, his wife. This time it's over, the faking is over, he's going to be in jail, punished at least with the bracelet. Yes, definitely, uh, because first of all, the court don't like that he took an action, but he's blaming the rest, the people around them, and they this time the court doesn't give him a chance. Well, he's going to play on a role of dementia. He doesn't remember, uh, but from having a report from a doctor, but again, fake thing. That's what the court will think, and that's why he's going to be punished. It's over with the lies of this person and his wife. And welcome the questions. And when I think what a beautiful first wife Kim Basinger he was abusing, that guy is a pure evil. And Hillary without H in Spanish it's Hilaria, but you're Hillary like that Bitch Hillary Clinton. Yes, that's your real name. You're welcome. I'm challenging you. Do you know any Hillary that is normal? I'm just challenging you because somehow the names they get vibrations. And look at the first one. Do you imagine that the first one as well was having an egocentric husband and enjoying his supporting his lies, and she was pursuing her own lies for the sake of other things being in her on in literally for her sake. And I think about Clintons, and these Clintons and Baldwin, they have really similarity. I should do the polar Clintons wise Baldwin. That will be my next idea for next video. Don't forget to hit the like. Guys, check out the Justice Will Be Served, my long playlist with the celebrity, mystery cases, true crime stories, predictions, conspiracy theories as well. This is not a conspiracy theory, this is a reality check. Somebody done with really serving to others BS. It's coming, the short version. It's on TikTok. You may hit a like on TikTok. I'm going to share it now to transfer from TikTok to YouTube. Here it is, guys. As well to attach on YouTube the short version. It's there. Let's see, guys. It's already there. You may check the short version as well. It's going to download right now. And on TikTok, don't forget to hit the like, share, and join the next live stream as well. Leave the questions for Pendulum and Free Card. Welcome to introduce the new YouTube members, right? It's always welcome. A giveaway. It's a Pendulum answer, yes or no, or a free card. Otherwise, you can pre-order your love reading, real or fake, checking the description, all the playlists of possible other readings, karmic ties, past life connection, love triangles, justice, trial cases, because today we give an example of the fake relationship, the secret thoughts of both partners, as well. We done as well prediction for the court result of Alice Baldwin trial. And the future of this couple. And this is a 5 different answers given with a mix of tarot decks. Instead of 150, it was just 25, so you can pre-order your complicating love situation reading for the next live stream on the start to get an answer. Otherwise, the full price is in description. If you want your private video, it can be attached and sent to you just for you on YouTube. Private, just addressing to you. Uh, Guys, welcome to join a little bit later with a short break. We are going to have another analyzing the couple Chris Evans and Selena Gomez, real or fake. We are going after short break in 50 minutes returning. So put the alarm bell and join the next time. And more giveaways in the next live stream. Kisses to all.